After Contact Denver 7 first reported about Englewood-based Armstrong Steel last month, it opened the floodgates of unhappy customers.
Our consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen is digging into a class action complaint alleging Armstrong Steel took millions from customers who in many cases got nothing in return.
It's for customer trucks.
Every time Maisa Mori looks at this empty field outside her Elizabeth home,
I really did try to do my research.
it's a reminder what was supposed to be here.
This is where our future building is going to go.
She signed a contract for a garage kit with Armstrong Steel Buildings and paid a $5,000 deposit.
After I gave them my deposit, I feel like all customer service completely. It was gone.
Her story sounds all too familiar.
How many of you feel you were ripped off by Armstrong Steel?
To every one of these Armstrong Steel customers reaching out to Contact Denver 7.
They upped it 350%.
I haven't gotten a dime back.
$22,000 missing is all I've got to show for the last 14 months.
Bait and switch, lock in your steel price, and steal your money.
They're all members of the Armstrong Steel Buildings Victim Group on Facebook.
But we started the Facebook group because we wanted other people to know that they were not alone.
Many have joined this class action complaint,
Because I knew we couldn't do it alone. They could pick us off one by one.
claiming Armstrong Steel pressures people to sign contracts to lock in prices, but after long delays, demands much more money and refuses to refund deposits. We did some digging and found Armstrong's founder, Ethan Chumley, is a former employee of General Steel, a company that settled a $4.5 million consumer protection case in 2007 after a judge found deceptive sales and marketing tactics. Armstrong Steel refused multiple requests for interviews, so we paid their Englewood office a visit, the vice president asking us to leave.
I'm going to politely ask you to leave.
In a previous statement, the company blames a sharp rise in material prices, adding prices today are relatively stable, so current customers are not seeing any material increases or out-of-the-ordinary delays. Not so helpful for these customers.
While Armstrong said steel prices keep going up, the other company, they were able to deliver the building with 0 price increases.
I have a $60,000 pile of steel over there.
After delays and price hikes, Armstrong finally dropped off Mai's building kit.
I'm not a complainer.
She's ready to turn her empty field into something more and finds comfort in knowing she's not the only one.
We're going to get there. It's going to take us longer.
For Contact Denver 7, I'm Jacqueline Allen.
Of course, there is no knowing what will happen with any company you hire for a big project. However, there are ways to check and dig deeper to see if the company is reputable. And one of the first things our Contact Denver 7 reporters will do when they hear about a bad company from a viewer is check the company's rating on the Better Business Bureau. This is also what you should do. Just visit bbb.org, and there you can search for any company and see if or just how many complaints have been filed against them. The BBB typically gives businesses a letter grade rating from A+ all the way down to an F rating. You can also search for companies that are BBB accredited. Again, the website is bbb.org.